We hustle every day and never sometime. Cause we no born come see nothing. Grateful day and the sunshine. Wagwan, we go for everything we want. Hustle for everything we want. That's enough. Hey. Anything going on, man, everything going on, man. Watch this. You know say you're on the gun, man. We are going for everything and never sometime. Family no man come see nothing. Grateful day and the sunshine. IRIE FM, we go for everything we want. Also for everything we want. That's how my side. Strong life never fit me. Go that from the small day. And that's why we go out. They want to spend like a bank in a million. I remember nothing we never have. Don't get sad to me happy. Yo, yo. Alright, we know that we don't like we just start party, nobody know. We did a work hard for the fat check. I be a good body girl in the black jacket. We don't make it round, so just respect. And my time speed, the clock said you want everything from your flat bed, right? Let me tell you this straight, if you're late in the brother, no man's no hard like life. Everything they party, all of them, everything you want, everything you want. That I know my side. Rough life never fit me, so that's from the smile. And that's why we go on. They want to spend like a man in a million. I remember nothing we never have. Don't get that to me happy. I'm more money, more fun. And I will never slow down. As I remember the cold down. More money, more fun. No regret can save time. As me show down, more money.
They don't know why me strive. Them want me want, no why me drive. No a button man a press and start it right. Now if you worry about gas, cause me tank full up. Anyway the party I keep it and pull up. Girl I hold on for me like hand to cuff. Yeah me so come babes, cause the song for us. Every dollar when me bring come me spend it up. Frost your but me still pop the helicopter. A one life promise to every man. Yo Fantas, I mean I say watch you kick it up. Party vibes, party vibes, starty vibes. Yeah. Yo, Fantas, them I go say we hype now, but mine I go criticize now. Me used to make nice though. When I hit me use find the right flow. Boy, baby girl hold me tight now. I just love in my heart, me no fight yo. Made you know I want me lighter. Oh my fine bro, so the hype go. I'm in a party vibes, I'm in a party vibes. Locked up with a shorty type. Girl them pretty like party light. Metaphors them up me not fi rhyme. I'm in a party vibes, I'm in a party vibes. Ooh, did I say them no want me strive? Them want me want, no want me drive. No a button man a press and start it right. Now if you worry about gas, cause me tank full up. Anyway the party I keep it and pull up. Girl I hold on for me like hand to cuff. Yeah me so come babes, cause the song for us. Every dollar when me bring come me spend it up. Frost your still pop the any cock. A one life promise to every man. I live my life every day. I'm in a party vibes, I'm in a party vibes. Locked up with a shorty type. Girl them pretty like party light. Metaphors them up me not fi rhyme. I'm in a party vibes, I'm in a party vibes. Ooh, did I say them no want me strive? Them want me want, no want me drive. No a button man a press and start it. Yo Fantas, them I go say we hype now, but mine I go criticize now. Yeah, me used to make nice though. When I hit me use find the right flow. Boy, baby girl hold me tight now. I just love in my heart, me no fight yo. Man you know I want me lighter. Oh my fine bro, so the hype go. Party vibes, party vibes, start it right.
Montego Bay. For the hottest breads, buns, bullas, visit Time and Patience Bakery, 44 Railway Lane and 6 Bonnet Lane, Montego Bay. A courteous and efficient staff awaits you. The Time by Time and Patience Bakery. Telephone 979-3660 is
6:15.
Whoa, like, what exactly is happening here?
What's the scoop? What's the scoop? What's the scoop?
Radio for the new world.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Red. Mad, so that program is hot.
Saturday morning.
I think you represent for WTS. What's the scoop? Well, all them want it, that's how we flaunt it. All them need it and them want it.
You wanna know? Yeah. They never know some have to spell it. WTS. What's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
Fun, factual, fun, and unbiased. Your girl TIFAN. Exactly.
Quick cook set. Rice. WTS. Check out what's the scoop. Chang.
Check. Level. Why does this feel like such a long time?
Yeah, you know, say true. A real thing, you know, it just have that like a long
Cha-cha.
time sub to it.
Well, welcome. Good afternoon. You are inside WTS What's the Scoop 615. I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mack in the building. Another Saturday evening is 8. And guess who else is here as well?
Toot.
No, Lollipop, you really go stop by the
Pop in the building. Look here, Mac, leave him. If the man wants to toot, leave him alone.
You did done with it, you know.
Long time, you know, say.
Wham, Kishima, what one?
Kishima jam me out.
Yeah.
What?
Big up to, of course, the entire team. DJ Kemar, engineer for this evening. Also, Peter Broadband, big up yourself every time you don't know the tingo. You see, big up to the listeners then too.
For real.
On the 107s. Yeah, man.
Mac, I know you went to Reggae Sumfest.
Yes.
I know we didn't get to have a conversation about that or anything, but
True.
you know, and we know following Sumfest, you're hearing about all these little feuds around the place, who call who for name, and people are feel away and that kind of thing. But all in all, what was the vibe at Sumfest like for you?
It was awesome, you know. Overall, it was pretty good to see the return of the festival. I mean, with the fact that, you know, COVID-19 and all, and definitely the support. I mean, persons, you could see that persons, you know, they were hungry for performances, and you know, just to check out the local entertainers. It was very, very on a happy level in terms of patrons and myself and several persons who are music industry insiders, to see the young guns performed, and several persons who even, you know, we have had several conversations, myself and you, Kish, and you know, of course, Biggie as well, you know, in reference to seeing some of these entertainers, new emerging talents perform. And I must say that, you know, for the most part, several entertainers gave a good account of themselves. Some of them definitely need to go to the gym and do some workout. You know what I mean? But
look, they're not physically fit.
No, you know what I mean? So some of them, the songs them are going, but the people them really are yearning for them work the tune, and them just did a one place, and, you know, because of certain things. But big up to certain entertainers, like, of course, Jashi we mentioned, you know, also Skeng, and special mention to Masicka on night one. I thought, for me, I gave him the edge in terms of overall performances for night one. And then Jashi, of course, was one of the more passionate performer. And as a newcomer, I thought he did well. There's always room for improvement in different areas, but he gave a great account of himself. And Skeng didn't have such a long set. I mean, he had possibly maybe 15 minutes, but he did well. And of course, the patrons, they were just there wanting.
He was well received.
Well received, and I mean, I can tell you that he was like a spring, you know, from one point of the stage to another.
Same on our work.
He was working, and big up to all the females who came. For me, you know, in previous years, I've seen the females, I mean, from Spice to Shensia to Aishana working a little bit better, but nevertheless, it was a pretty okay vibe from the females. You know, there are certain points, like we mentioned, with the whole situation with Aishana and Bounty Killer, you know, that sparked, you know, some huge uproar as it relates to the whole controversy in terms of that performance. That was, you know, a lot of persons had mixed reactions. I mean, some female fans were endorsing.
To be frank, it was distasteful.
Yeah.
You know, we know the Reggae Sumfest stage and the brand, and I think we're kind of jumping into the hot topics now, because Scatter Burrell, he came out and, you know, in his live, so he was basically saying that you know, he knew prior that this was going to happen, but then Down Sound Records did not know. So it makes you wonder, did Scatter put his foot in his mouth as it relates to this situation? Because here it is, you are a part of the Down Sound brand, you are working for them, and they issued an apology to Bounty Killer, and then you're coming to say, to question the apology, one, and two, also shed light on the situation that you had prior knowledge. Now, if you look at it, had it been another organization where the CEO of same organization came out and make a statement, and then you have a top level management questioning that statement publicly, as opposed to having internal discussions and conversations. And would this be a situation that would be dealt with in this kind of way in the public, had it been a Robert Russell and a Johnny Guzang, if they were handling the situation, and once Sumfest comes out and make an apology, whether it is for business reasons or otherwise, would other top level management personnel or persons on the Reggae Sumfest board come out to question that same decision as per the management? So it makes you wonder, did Scatter put his foot in his mouth?
I think he did. I mean, the truth is, in my opinion, I believe that, there's obviously a music relationship, and then from an entertainer standpoint between Aishana and Scatter that is, a little bit more than, I gather, the relationship that she has with, Joseph Badanovich. Of course, she was previously managed by Down Sound Entertainment or Down Sound Records in general. But I think definitely it's more on a personal note for Scatter, and I believe that I think that Joe is more concerned about the brand, and also the stakeholders that are a part of the brand as well. And just to keep in mention, even though it was more focused on Bounty Killer, but I mean, we have to remember also that she did put the
Prime Minister and the Health Minister
there as well, and she did,
even though their apology was not extended to them in the release that I read, it was more
and
about
I didn't see
Bounty.
that either. I didn't see that either. Absolutely, but clearly, I believe that Joseph is doing the right thing in terms of issuing an apology. He's protecting his brand, and like you rightfully say, I'm not quite sure how as a unit it is for Scatter to say that he's not for the apology, and if he's a part of a team, and so he was basically saying in his life that he was left shocked when he realized or heard that Joe had apologized. And I thought to myself, I mean, this has to be a little bit more on a personal note in terms of,
look, you know what,
personally
I also
supporting Aishana by any means necessary.
I was rooting for Aishana going into Sumfest when Jada Kingdom pulled the plug, because in my opinion, she had gotten a lifeline through Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
With that collaboration. So when she was added, I thought it was a good addition.
Let us just add, as you mentioned, that to say that was also co-produced by Scatter Burrell as well.
Right. Either way, it was a really good thing, I thought, because here it is, you had the other females doing their thing, and she got this really wicked collaboration with Ed Sheeran. The song sound good, it has a vibe. And if you ask me, I would say it was an opportunity missed for Aishana at Reggae Sumfest, because she did not capitalize on what she should have capitalized on going into the show, and focus on her versatility, focus on her talent, and just show people that she can do it, and she's back in the space. I didn't feel like she took the bull by the horns and used the opportunity to its fullest, and sadly it was an opportunity missed, and that could partially be because of the direction that she's being led, because clearly their eyes are set on something else as opposed to the larger picture, because she could have come out of Sumfest looking victorious based on her performance and showcasing her versatility and working her collaboration with Ed Sheeran.
I believe I'm with you on that. I believe also that the end result was not necessarily that, but more so to be the talked about entertainer in terms of based on the fact that she currently, despite the fact that she has a wonderful single with Ed, she right now there's not really a hot song from Aishana outside of that.
Yeah, she's in a lull.
Yeah.
Ed gave her a lifeline.
Yeah, so basically, with the directives of Scatter, judging from previous, if we look at the history of Scatter being involved, Scatter tends to usually have an approach in terms of, doing something controversial to make people say, oh, or talk about you. And I gather nitpicking on Bounty Killer would have been a way forward to kind of somewhat boost her career. This is just my opinion, by the way.
But at the end of Sumfest, is it really a career booster though?
No,
it's not, because she missed the opportunity that she should have milked going into Sumfest. Absolutely. And getting that opportunity to be a part of the festival when Jada pulled the plug on Sumfest, saying that she wasn't going to be there. Aishana should have utilized her opportunity better, in my estimation and my professional opinion. Might I add? Years we had do this.
100%. I'm with you on that. Also, just in light of Sumfest, just the same, we have to make mention that the high point for me on night 2 was definitely the tribute to Dave Kelly. Without a doubt, that was the high point. Big up to all the entertainers who performed some great performances, the likes of Barry Salmon, the likes of Dexter Daps. He did a remarkable set, by the way, setting the pace,
Nation Boss
for
on
them.
That night.
Right, Chris Martin. So many entertainers doing wonderful things. But I can tell you that tribute to Dave Kelly was it for me.
And in commenting on that tribute to Dave Kelly, Mac, I think again with the likes of the Beanie Man, the Bounty Killer, the Sham, Mr.
Frisco.
Easy, Frisco
Kid, Sprague Benz, Wayne Wonder.
And did I say Wayne Wonder? Yes. They actually on stage prove that the 90s is absolutely the era to beat. All the men on stage doing the tribute to Dave Kelly, they looked well, they sounded well, they were performing, they are energetic, they're, like everybody was just into it. They sounded like their record. They were able to ignite the crowd in a really wicked way. And, just get that resounding response just goes to show that, look, these young cats can learn a lot from our dancehall heavyweights.
Absolutely. If it is
job well done.
They're definitely, if it is that they're open-minded enough, because you have a few entertainers who are willing to take that as an homework to just adjust on a few things, but you have some persons who believe more or less that, hey, say for them we are the right way, which in time I gather they will more or less figure
grow over time.
Yeah.
And something else though, I was a little disappointed as it relates to the 90s tribute. I was really looking forward to seeing Dave Kelly. I've never seen him in my years of being in media and in the industry. I really wanted to see him on stage, just walk out and put the icing on top for that tribute. Nonetheless, the tribute was excellent.
It was
but
excellent.
Still,
he was on stage. He was but he was
to
more
the very far corner
side stage. I glimpsed him at one point, but he did not step out the center stage like you said, and that for me, I thought several persons amongst yourself, that was one thing that they were looking forward to, and just to give him publicly. But I gather for whatever reason he's the way he is, and out of respect they also respected that also.
Yeah, I see where I saw Sham kind of walked off stage a bit, like kind of going there to coerce him to see if he would come on stage. And when Sham got the no, just with him walking back with the smile on his face, I could tell that Dave is not coming out for sure. But given the situation with on the heels of COVID, I thought Dave Kelly would have still graced the center of the stage, even in a mask and a hat.
And he had both. He had on a hat and he had on the mask. And but it is what it is. But big up to Dave Kelly and great tribute. I must add that Sham in his set, he did mention how disappointed and unprofessional the whole thing was.
The organization was like, they were supposed to perform at 12 and came out at 2. Yeah. I heard that as well.
Yeah, it was supposed to perform at 2 and then it came out like way in the hours of the morning. And, yes, so
he did say they were at the venue from 12, was supposed to perform at 2 and then came on at that time in the morning.
And they came on at about, maybe some minutes after 6 o'clock or thereabouts.
And truth be told, had they come on stage at 2 as the layout was initially the schedule, it would have gotten even a greater response from the audience, because not a lot of persons brave the morning dew.
Yeah, I mean, I gather, and persons were more or less, some persons are known to not be out for the entire night, and so, quite a number of persons were left a little tired. I mean, if you see on the screens, on the big screens, you could see several persons were resting, waiting for that occasion as well. And it was well received, but I'm sure based on how they wanted it, all entertainers wanted to perform at a certain time. But nevertheless, out of respect for Dave Kelly, everyone went in and still delivered nevertheless.
Now, from one event to the next event, Mac.
Yes.
So Sting 2022 is coming to the North Coast, Grizzlies Plantation Cove in Paris, St. Anne on December 26th. Now, we understand that some 15 entertainers are already confirmed for the event. But do you foresee, well, in the press release, Leng didn't stipulate or state whether or not there was going to be any clashes. But when I had him for Road to Success, when he was sharing his journey, he did say that when Sting return, of course, clash will be a part of the package. Now, given the climate in the entertainment industry, who do you foresee would be a great clash peer for Sting 2022?
All right. Personal opinion.
Yes.
I believe Alkaline Masicka.
Alkaline Masicka. A lot of persons said that today when I tossed that question out. Yes. How about you, Pop? Which clash will you pay to see? Which Sting clash?
I want to say the Masicka and Alkaline clash.
Same settings, same settings. It's too.
Some persons mention Jashi and Silk Boss.
No, not much.
Jashi and Intense.
Yeah. That is
clean sweep.
No, Respect to
How about
both
Idonia and Masicka? That was something that came up too.
That also is a second option. Yeah, second option. Yeah, that would be a second option, definitely.
That one been in the pipeline for a while.
Yeah, and based on how
we
things
said long overdue.
Yeah, based on how things
well
are.
overdue.
Yeah, it could possibly, work if both entertainers agree on that.
But the thing with clashes, though, somebody will have to lyrically die in a clash. And sometimes, you're not able to revive yourself unless, you're like a ninja man and these types of veterans that just knows how to work their way around a clash situation.
Because
do you foresee a Kiprich returning to the clash arena?
Well, you know what? It all depends. I probably have to, reason with Kiprich to find out where he is. But, in the past, he has basically, made mention that he wasn't focused on being a clash artist, and I thought being affiliated with Sting for a number of years, it kind of somewhat changed his whole direction. So I'm not sure where his
or if that is something he'll be up to,
mindset
because
is right now.
He did have that concern that he didn't want to be branded in that type of way.
And then Kish, you know what? The funny thing, the more humorous thing about it is that clashes tend to persons can the career can just go haywire, and career can just go. Your career up on the line when you clash, So if you lose a clash, it might not be a good thing for you. If you win a clash, then hey,
Because clashes does give you, that street cred, that respect and all of that. But if somebody is already on the top of their game, will they want to partake in a clash? Does it also have to do with how sweet the pot is? Am I going to be heavily compensated?
No, you have to. If you're doing a clash, the money have to be up. That's for sure. And when we think of clash, we think of lyrics. So the persons who are clashing, you don't know, you have to, lyrics have to on point, you can be able to build lyrics on spot, you have to come there with some lyrics already, well arm up on all these things. So,
and have the wit. And I think that's what clashes also do to entertainers. Like it gives you some of what you just highlighted.
Yeah.
It gives you that ability to be witty, to just be on spot, and you can engage your audience, and it also polishes your performance presentation as well. So all in all is a good look. I remember the Vibes Cartel Movado clash. That was absolutely intense and insane.
that was
but
that was the clash that a lot of persons when mentioning clash, they're going to tell you about Movado and Cartel.
Gully Gaza.
Gully Gaza clash. That was the high point, and then the follow up after the clash, and with Vibes Cartel releasing songs, and of course Movado, it was at it again. So overall clashing, it will work. What I want to emphasize on though is that it would be wonderful to know that entertainers can clash without becoming even physical.
Getting physical, yeah.
We don't want to see that, and we don't want an entourage member move to another entourage member and feel like, say, boy, it have to get physical. We just want lyrics. Lyrics.
But do you feel like that is something that our generation today in the music industry can handle? Because, some of our entertainers, truth be told, they're really thin-skinned, and, like you mentioned, the entourage members, gone are the days people just clash on them nose, say a hot word for hot word, and that's just where it is. But people will take it physical.
Absolutely.
You foresee that the generation now can take that?
I don't think so. I think, but it would be nice for the entertainers up on a green. Basically, now that we have social media even more out and more privy, where persons can actually, hear one-on-one what the entertainers are saying. Just post it and say, look here, we are go with a vibe, and we don't want a man get physical, because it's been years ago, where persons fight for Beanie and persons fight for Killer, and some persons lose them life too, and here it is now today. Beanie and Bounty are hugging each other.
A united force, yeah.
So it don't make no sense, it's all fun.
It's a good vibe, yeah.
It's music and it's entertainment, We just don't want persons get physical. Neither do we want the entertainers on stage to get physical. So if we are true lyrics. You understand?
And keep it lyrical,
yeah, right,
for real.
You understand? That is the only part that bothers me with clashes, because, like you said, Kish, earlier on, not a lot of them headspace, especially the entourage members and the persons from their communities, all feel like, say, are just lyrical work.
Man get right off in a clash. I say, yo, you're this artist in a bit. I tell you, cha-cha.
Can't pass around this so again.
Clashes are fun, they're exciting, they're entertaining, and we just want to keep it like that.
It is. I wonder if the Narcos vibes might be different. I wonder.
Look here, that sea breeze hit different, It just make you feel nice and easy, right?
Yeah.
And just feel cool. But it's great that, Sting is returning, and it's been a long while coming.
Absolutely.
I know 2020 they had to pull the plug due to COVID, so we're really looking forward to it this year for sure.
For sure, definitely. Yep.
So we good go up in the dish?
I tell you, man, we're going in the dish right away, But
ready, big up some fun out?
Yeah, man, right this up.
Yeah, alright. So Puff, what's your big up this week? You don't know the thing said. Big up, burn out, balance.
Me have 2 party night I want when me
Cha-cha, and that's why you dress, sir?
Yeah,
dress up, sir.
I have a polo brunch.
Yeah.
That's why you see me in a polo
out.
Yeah, millions on the lawn,
Look at that.
King Bravwell, that's up on exchange.
Alright then.
Then we left there, so a Margaritaville, a party named Royal Dream, so outside fully.
So the eye got change, or I just the Papa rolling at the 2 party. We have balance to think. How do you say?
Yeah, man, him set the thing already.
Okay.
I see him dress code. Just left that one.
So you can't get the white dirty, right?
No, it never dirty yet.
White clean.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, big up, Kish.
I just want to big up some people who have like real good energy and good vibe. Like anytime you're around them type of people, they like you just always hold a joy.
Yeah.
And big up some good vibe people, man. Anywhere you're there, everywhere you're there, it's a good time.
Cool, man. Nice. I like that. All right, well, you don't know, me just want to big up some persons who, flying at the island to enjoy themselves. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. Some persons check in, them booking. Some persons gone and niggle. Some persons are wait until next week for the Ochi. So, big up the persons them who visiting and, locked into the nation's #1 and say, here we go on a fun vibes. Then possibly I get ready for a party right now. Or maybe I come from a party. So just stay safe and big up on yourself and go and enjoy the island,
Yeah, real way. Don't know what balance the thing,
Yeah.
Pop, what's your burnout?
Alright, more burn out them people when you lend them something and you forget about them an idea out.
Oh, yeah, set
Jaja, how are you lend out?
So, cause me I wait upon that thing there, yeah. Anyway, you're there.
Yo,
So-
Pop, you're wicked, cause
know
you're
some
sends
music.
me.
So,
Man,
so
they're
you're not
over
talking what kind of
me.
thing? You're not talking what kind of thing you
Nah,
lend?
talk about him know him lending.
Him know what?
And about 3 weeks now, I can't find him.
Look here,
And that is
Pop,
unlike
stop
us.
it.
Yeah, I
Cause
know
don't
him
always
that-
die your foot.
You know, long me not see cause.
Oh, yeah, set to That's so. Cause link up. Sure, I know so it go.
Yeah, link up.
Yeah, man, we can't believe you load up cause like that. So you know the man, the parlor, OB and
Yeah, man,
things.
cause I do the work. Cause
Jaja.
busy from what day, and cause also remember say we are do road, and remember summer,
Me no choice, Public announcement.
Cause link up and make him see your face,
Cause
make
me I
him know.
try to save you, but
Yeah.
the youth are beat you like a kete.
Jano star.
Alright, well, my burnout, more burnout some people where them and them friend go out and you don't know dream weekend this weekend and your sister, your friend had a little bit too much. Don't leave her by herself or don't leave him by himself. Just ensure them get back to the hotel room safely. And burn out the people them too in the same breath we overdo it. You understand? If you know say your limit is 2, you just go 1.
Real talk, right? That's
Right? And drink a little water in between. And if you say your friend and everybody roll out, don't watch your friend just making a fool of themselves or allowing others to take advantage of your friend.
Good point.
Protect your friend and bring your friend safely back to the hotel. And you as the friend who knows you can't angle your liquor and them something there, not overdo it. Go easy.
Yeah, man.
So you can video them?
No.
No, burn out the friend them will video them too.
Burn out
Hey,
them people
Pop.
there.
Burn out,
Burn out
cool it.
burn out DJ Lollipop on that.
Yeah, burn out DJ Lollipop on that. Can go hard from Kaza a while ago.
Cause Lollipop brother for video before you help you.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Don't video your friend,
Yeah.
like protect them.
Yeah, man, real way. All right.
Burn out, Pop.
Burn off. All right. So my burn out for this week. Guess what I go on now, Kish? You know me have to share it and me have shared with you and Lollipop and the listeners. So watch you now. You have some entertainer where, last week with the Sumfest and, them travel with an entourage, right? So watch this now. We check in at the hotel and you have an entertainer we check in at the same hotel where me check in. So me I say, all right, good. But when me look, me see about 40 people in the parking lot in the hotel, right? But at the end of the day, me I say to myself, say, all right, must have got, all of them people must have room. I don't know if it's a suite or what the case is, but them supposed to, all right. You understand? Because I say, if you travel come at Sumfest and everybody are roll with you, you're supposed to make sure say everything all right, especially if you're a big artist. All right? So guess what I go on now? I go Sumfest. I forward back in the morning. When me look, I see about 10 car on the outside. And every car having 5 or 6 people fast asleep, foot out a door, sun a bun, all different kind of things. Right?
Ginger.
So me I say, but this no look good for the artist because keep it in mind now, that's the only artist that we know that was staying there and the persons who we saw previously are the same set of persons who were sleeping. So me say, all right.
So you said they must sleep on a hillside?
They
What
must
you
sleep
say?
on the outside in front of the gate of the hotel, food cock up out the door, sun a bun, sweat, all kind of different things. Because the security tell we say the parking lot full now. So, we couldn't park inside again. We have to park out. When we are walking, car window down, everything, 7, 8 to a car, 9 to a car. Watch this now.
Samak.
Watch this now.
Which artist?
Hold on, watch this now. So, we say we are going inside now because hours and by the time we reach in, breakfast I go serve. When we reach in, now the artists have breakfast and the 80 people them out do a sleep. Me I say burn off the artists them who know say You carry your entourage come at the hotel. I mean, the least you can do is either find another hotel.
Wait, Mark. We're trying to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Which night the artist perform on?
The artist work on night one.
Night one. I said the man them asleep on a hillside.
Them they're close to the beach still, you know. They're close to the
But Maki,
beach.
you know, say more while the artist now aware of the entourage.
No, man, I'm fully aware.
Or
man.
sometimes the
You know what?
entourage will
Sometimes
grow,
some man
man.
in the entourage and the artist never know, you know, because
No.
it's a next man invite him.
You know, I want to get a joke. I never did want to at the party, you know.
Talk the part.
But you know, so when I'm there in the lobby, you know, I check in, right? The artist road manager, the right side of me, and the artist road manager, I said, John, can't deal with the DJ, you know, because them bag of people, you know, and this amount of pass, I have, right? So, right then and there, though, me realize that them also did have a pass issue, because if they're willing to buy or pay for it, none of the people them we have, well, a portion, maybe some persons did manage to go in, but clearly, guess what I go on now? The truth is that him could arrange the accommodation thing different, because if I have so much persons on the outside, the security, I said, boy, I tell them on, say the people can't stay out on the front. Just,
so the artist not come from Mobe?
The artist not come from Mobe. The artist
okay,
not come
so we
from Mobe.
exo the artist and the one there, the one there.
St. Thomas.
The artist don't come from St. Thomas either. You understand?
The artist need to go gym?
The artist on a level. Yeah, the artist upon a level. The artist look, if they not St. Catherine, right there so. You know, we could just write this out. But I say, we don't want to embarrass the artist, but the truth is, the artist will do better, man. I mean, and the fact for no say, are you alone, me see her eat breakfast? You understand? And the rest of the man them out the door asleep and you have somebody rub their face and all that. It don't look good at all. So me I burn out the artists them know say them a travel the entourage and them can't maintain the thing. And the thing not to up certain way. If the thing not up certain way, you know, work with your, you know, 1 and 2 person around your thing, you know what I mean? Your girl.
And burn out the man them too when the artist you're only 4 strong him can roll with and then you say you go forward anyway.
Keisha,
and then make it look bad.
True. I want to tell you say about 5 girls in the mix too, you know.
Jaja.
Yeah, man. Well sweating. Them in the car and the weave out the door.
Fucking lie.
I swear.
Yo, I'm gonna take a time signal. Look at yo, bala, lava.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station.
Get woman anywhere me turn. She tell me that pound next to come. More money, more fun. Where the high grade, where the wrong. Can't done.
Yeah, man, ready.
Radio Land, are you ready?
Internet peeps, are you ready?
Happening right now at the WTS stage, Throwback Style.
It's all about Masicka.
I'm going to everything one. Yes. You understand one? Alright. Hold on then. To the top and to the top. Enough of them did get the run and fall off. To the top and to the top. When we say loyalty, manala. I say for the rest of the year. Money, hold on. If I don't know, then I win. Some pounds for your spend. Road with your mash up when. Run up your friend and 5 days. You understand man? Hold on. Alright. To the top and to the top. Enough of them did get the run and fall off. To the top and to the top. When we say loyalty, manala. You know anything going on, bring going on. I'm a sicker. If I don't know, then I win. Some pounds you just spend. Round with your mash up when. Round up your friend and 5, 6, 7, 10. I agree with the blame. I will with your press out the brand new BM Yellow Moon. We say we have news for them. You use them and we not some bad news for them. Baby, just see that something that you for them. We I. Too much falling, start up and shoot, man a shoot. The road drop from man a little youth. And money you feel make, money you feel make. I to the top and what do you? And too much falling, start up and shoot, man a shoot. The road drop from man a little youth. And money you feel make, money you feel make. I to the top and what do you? A full time now. For the youth, them account money like wow. Hustle for the green and I never pop show. Man want money so make the cash flow. Get any girl now from your gut dough. No youth fall na the place where me grow. R.I.P. to the dogs yo. No for them switch when the cash a move slow. Hear me no man. And too much falling starts up and shoot man a shoot. The road drop from man a little youth. And money you fi make, money you fi make. And to the top of what the youth is. You know anything going on. Next one. I say alright, we come from the worst place. I will work hard. Believe. and believe in a hard work. And that's how they think they have faith. Watch this. Just live your youths, make some million youths. Mash up the road and kill bad mind. Take care of mama, buy 2 house. Hold on then. Just live your youths, make some million youths. Mash up the road and kill bad mind. Take care of mama, buy 2 house. That and they pray from long time. And them can't, none of them can stop man from live life. And them can't, blessings man get from the Father where give life. Which is right, we a complete flight. Me close skin, me kicks white. Hey girl, come balance on the big bike. We all live like this are the last night. Couple can roll out, you see the fast bike. Road me gone, graveyard me not try it. Me frost like yellow wine, that's right. What's the scope? Hold on then. Just live your youths, make some million youths. Mash up the road and kill bad mind. And take care of mama and buy 2 house. That are the pre from long time. And them can't, none of them can stop man from live life. And them can't, a blessings man get from the Father where give life. Friendship sing some big up me family. Boy you actually true, girl a wine for me. And you watch that girl, they see me, want see me. What you drinking money me walk with it. Careful of gas so me cruise to the chitty. Be yourself you don't be no me. What's the cook? Be you talk the truth. And the young general in a the place and just live your youth, make some million. Hey. Next one in line. Alright, you wanna go on now. Okay, you know me sing the one from your heart. I will big up every girl so. Everybody work forward from the ghetto and reach somewhere in life. Everybody will believe in hard work. You know anything going on. We are youth from the street and street life. You understand? I will jump out and do it, right? Watch this. Such is life. Man used to the roughest life. A pain and the lonely nights. Believe me love me life. Me love my life. Such is life. Man used to the roughest life. Yeah. Pain and the lonely nights. Believe me love my life. Me love my life. Dash through man still a give thanks enough. Man still a show appreciation. You know much you get an early grave before them get an education. Man say life coulda harder. No light and no water. The system stifle with son, them no work, no provide for with data. And daddy run out of idea now, and mommy eye full of water. All me granny lose faith in a this time, and I hide from the pastor. I watch pagan still a try kill man, a lucky thing I smarter. Just remember the reaper you sow, every survivor, as such is life. Man used to the roughest life. A pain and the lonely nights. Believe me love my life. Me love my life. Such is life. Man used to the roughest life. Yeah. A pain and the lonely nights. Believe me love my life. Me love my life. Be a criminal a street. I be a funeral a keep. Mama sit down and a weep. If you think such a no see, for the youths when no see no way fi sleep. Nothing not there fi eat. So me never jack me car. A bad man and police. Enough time me sit down and a breathe. No matter who win the seat. A poor people lose. Them force to fi cheat. Pagan still a try. Bad man still a try. But no jailhouse, no man still a fly. And such is life. Man used to the roughest life. A pain and the lonely night. Believe me love my life. Me love my life. And such is life. Man used to the roughest life. Yeah. Pain and the lonely nights. Believe me love my life. Me love my life. Alright. When we say loyalty, we live by that. You understand? We never sell out. Rich or poor, when they did a grave are the same size. So we tell the youths them to remain wise. Are the young general. You know a thing, though? El Gringo. Watch this, me never sell out. Cut the nonsense. Straight from me down, they got me damn friends. Cut time me, hey. Yeah, me answer the man. Them sell out and so we not bust, we not gonna away. But with hard work and faith, we have to reach, you understand? We never sell out, yeah. We never do not the clownish, we get no forward. Man work hard. Big up my manager Corey at same speed. You know nobody in a real life. We not sell out, cut the nonsense. Straight from me down, big up me damn friends. Cut car with smart common sense. Friends start link on the hang ends. IRIE FM, me never ungrateful. That's why me cut before the plate full. Balance, sit down and humble myself. Wait my time for the gate pull. You see mankind wicked and cunning. When me a war down and them said on him. Remember, I used to run out on them young general, young and gunning. See there, everything boiled down and everything simmer. Remember, me risk my career and life. Them a pray house and them a but man grow rough. Me never grow girly. Life for me live, me might dead early. But me don't worry, man stand up sturdy. Sweeter the victory, harder the journey. Make up my mind from the start of the journey. Never switch, never walk off of the journey. Watch this is not a hit song. And probably not a diss song anywhere. Me say friend, me say loyalty. You say fear. Wait. You know anything going on? You have to hold it in a life sometime, you have to hold out, you understand? Always nothing now go on and keep your day one friend them. And that's what they think they are genocide. Till death. You hear me? Watch this. We not sell out, cut the nonsense. Straight from me down, big up me damn friends. Cut calm me smart common sense. Friends start link on the wrong ends. Jamaica me never ungrateful. That's why me cut before the plate full. Hold on, sit down and humble myself. Wait my time for the gate pull. You say mankind wicked and cunning. When me the war down and them said on him. Remember, I used to run out on them young general, young and gunning. See there, everything boiled down, everything simmer. Me risk my career and life. Them a pray house and them a but man grow rough. Me never grow girly. Life for me live, me might dead early. But me don't worry, man stand up sturdy. Sweeter the victory, harder the journey. Make up my mind from the start of the journey. Never switch, never walk off of the journey. This is not a diss song, and probably not a hit song anywhere. Me say friend, me say loyalty. You say fear, you say royalty. Me say friend, me say loyalty. You say fear, boy. Me never signed to go buy champagne. Never yet asked them to fly pan plane. What my aim? To build me career, me brother, I never hype and fame. How me grow? Our pride come first. Me can't pretend the thing. I mean say, any man this subconscious man just ready to go defend the thing. But God knows, them not really with me. Them never mean it. Look who them want to link with. Can't believe it. Some boy when used to this, it's not a secret. I never chew them face, but how them treat it. And me say friend, and me say loyalty. You say fear, and you say royalty. We say friend, we say loyalty. You say fear, boy. You say loyalty. Hold on, you're not gonna win, no. Young general need you. You see the gangster love you so much. Take time, girl, no rush. When them decide to make you every angel, the world ever did a focus. It's like God spend a little more time for you. Girl, where you get that body there you walk with. Come here, make me wine for you. I can't spend a little more time for you. Girl, where you get that body there you walk with. Balance me wine for you. You see me not just make up. Girl, I feel pretty when she wake up. About time I tell you me no want you. Choke man I make it to the earth if me break up. Man would that this up your friend them. Threaten your family and me I tell you straight up. As a Jenna touch you so you real up. Like you did have the body there you save up. How it feels so A+. That smile there you A+. Not true me I get famous. When you say you want go left it's like me brain bust. It's like God spend a little more time for you. Girl, where you get that body there you walk with. Come here make me wine for you. God spend a little more time for you. Girl, where you get that body there you walk with. Come here make me wine for next. You know anything going? Watch this. Them can't stop it. You see for that area. You know we tell pagan and bad mind and crosses. Watch this. Fly over them. Jordan, how will we do? Fly over them. Hold on, balance. The world is rough. Never see nobody when me hungry. Watch them a call my phone, them used to call me girl. See them me give her my last. Go round the bar, see them where she mash up the trust. Man I pre food for the whole of it, but you want them my food while me bite the dust. I just the same thing, them want you dropping at the grave king. Like journey begin, you see this world we live in. People are just people, them don't want you win. You are gonna see some at the finish line. I beg you one thing, but me granny say fi humble. Lazy as sin, me no watch people, me dead up on the hustling. What them a do? Fly over them, what them a do? Fly over them. Them never see the work. Fight when me fight and time when me spend. Red guy want see your life end. Want stop the little blessing them much at a send. Hypocrite smile can't do it. No fake smile can't do it. Say anything you want, you can't kill me. Life don't cheat. Just with this world we live in. Our people are just people.
Look here, no man. See it there? I don't know what going on. What going on, Kemar? Watch Kemar. Yeah, Kemar.
No, you know in a Kemar.
No, I Kemar too, man. I know Kemar. No, you and I too, you know. But Kemar, it look like you are Kemar.
Kemar, big up yourself.
No, I'm not big up on that one. That.
Nah, big up.
Yeah, man.
Jaja.
Him do a
they said enough things going.
Him do a 958 a while ago, you know. Yeah, man, do a 958.
Yo, as you speak about 9.58, big up Bolt, him new rhythm out and so.
Shellings,
man. A good look.
Yeah, man. Proper way. You know what? Let's go for this time signal.
Real estate developers, contractors, hardwares, tradesmen, hoteliers. For the waters brand hardware and plumbing supplies, come to Atlanta.
Really rocking, you know.
Ashenheim Road, Kingston 11. Call us at 758-0266. The time by Atlanta.
Really rocking, you know.
7 o'clock.
All right, and we are on the button. So remember, you can catch us every Saturday. Courtney Mac kick things off 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with the breakfast party.
Then Kishima steps in at 1 to 2 p.m. Beer scoopings and shellings. You see it?
Woot, woot, woot. 6:15 to 7 o'clock, we link up with a WTS throwback performance until such time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't
but
know.
big up to the entire team.
The whole team. DJ Kemar, big up yourself, CMW. Big up to Peter Bradba. Big up to DJ
Big up to
Collision.
Pop.
Big up to DJ
Collision.
Lollipop. Yeah,
Big up yourself, entire team. And guess what? The Big A is up next. I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mac. We out.